maybe this is your first video of the night. And if it is, you picked a good one to jump in on, because this is organizing paper. And we all have massive amounts of paper. If there's one thing I know about my scrappy friends, it's that we have some paper and it needs to be organized. So I am going to give you some tips on how to organize that paper. And hello and welcome back, those of you who have been part of this wild ride on the Hot Mess Express tonight. So we started on time, and just a couple reminders that I am giving away 10 CM credits with each one of these lives. And you get entered by sharing this live and tagging up to 5 of your friends. And maybe they stepped out on the last one, and you got to tag them and say, hey, come back on, Tara's back on. So tag your friends, and so that they'll join us on organizing paper. You've got a scrappy friend who you know has tons of paper, so tag them because they need to be here. All right, so Creative Memories does have many things to organize paper. Oh wait, Brendan, I forgot our schedule. We are in the 7:30 hour. I can't believe it. Second to last one. So we're going to talk about organizing paper. And then at 8 p.m., we are going to do power layouts. And if that is a new concept to you, you are going to want to stick around for that for sure. All right. Thanks, Brendan. Okay, good. Glad to see my scrappy friends back here again. All right, we are going to start with, not this. But now it's blocking my light. We're going to start with this. Thanks, Nancy. So this is the storage and display tote. Unlike the large pod, it does not have a flat top. So the top has a bevel in it. And what's nice about that is you can see the items in it. You see how it dips down. What I don't love about it is it's not very stack friendly. So when I am stacking things, I put a large pod underneath and I put one of these on top. It does have one of those fun little, it was on here that I saw, trolley sleeves, so that you can put it on your rolling bag and it'll stay in place. It has a Velcro divider on the inside. Where is it? Right here. And you can adjust that. I have it in the middle. I feel like things stay nice in here. Now, if you've been to my crops, then you know this is actually how I display my collections for sale. Because I figure if you want to see what's in the Scrap Happy, then you can just pull this whole thing out. Now, what is this? What is this that I'm talking about? This is one of my favorite ways to organize paper. And in fact, I probably should have talked about it when I talked about organizing small tools and embellishments as well, because it is perfectly suited for that. Why, you ask? And if you don't have a pack of these, by the end of tonight, you're definitely going to want one. So I just pulled out Serenity. This is a Power Project folder. You could, in fact, use it for paper and put pictures and things from a trip, but we're going to talk about that when we get to power layouts. Tonight, or right now, we're just talking about organizing your paper. So this Power Project folder is gusseted. So I want to say that middle one is about an inch wide. So in here right now, I've got 3 packs of paper in the middle section. Then there's this top section here, which I don't even have anything in, but it will fit mats or it'll fit embellishments. These pockets in the front are perfect. There's kind of a glare. Are perfect for mats or embellishments. Oh, those are both mats, but they'll both fit there. And then the back has 2 long pockets. And those are perfect for stickers and laser borders. So you can get a whole collection in one of these Power Project folders. And I wasn't even meaning to go off on a tangent about Power Project folder. I was talking about the display tote. But having your Project Power, or I can't even talk anymore at this time. The Power Project folders in the display tote is definitely the way to go. You can organize your embellishments, your papers, the collect by collection. It's amazing. So this is, the tote is $59. It does not come with any of the Power Project folders. Those are sold separately. I'll just put this down here. Get it out of the way. Okay. Next up are the simple sleeves. We talked a little bit about that in the last video. So this is the simple sleeve is open on two sides, so that some people just have a hard time putting things, I don't know, straight down. Things can, I don't know, get damaged. I guess it's for access. The only problem that I have with that is if you're putting embellishments and stuff, things can get loosey-goosey. So it is perfect for cardstock, perfect for paper, because things aren't going to fly around, and you have if we're talking about 12 by 12, it's great. I mean, it's great for smaller things too, but it's perfect for full-size sheets of paper. And they are in a pack of 5 for $20. Let's see. Okay, then we talked about the Power Project folder, but I'm going to reach into here because we're going to talk about these pods here in a second. But I've shown this before on my lives. Ooh. This just shows, if I can get it out. What is happening? This just shows how much you can store in one of these Power Project folders. Okay, so you can see how thick this is. So in addition to storing my collections, like I just showed you that way, this is how I store my paper by color. So on this little tab hidden somewhere in here, it says green. I had a green and a green prints for a while. I kind of combined them, so that's why it's so huge. I have so much blue and green paper. So the middle section will fit your full size and your larger size sheets of paper. The back, I put those old, we had those border strips, or you have chunks of paper left over. So someone asked me during my last live about scraps and how I store my scraps and what size scraps I save. So I've got smaller things or weird size chunks up here in the top in that little front pocket. I've got larger mat size chunks in here, and then I've got the borders in the back, and then I have full sheets and larger than 6-inch sheets in the middle. So this holds a ton. And that is how I organize things that maybe I just have parts of collections or, pieces. Somebody asked me what size, piece do I save? I really have gotten away from saving tiny little pieces, but like here's examples of pieces I do have. I've got triangles. I've got little pieces. I just, when it comes right down to it, I feel like I don't go back and dig up that tiny little shard of paper I thought I would. I just grab a new one. So organizing by color, if that's how you scrapbook. That's not how everyone scrapbooks. I tend to, go by color. Some people like to stay within a collection. And that's why these Power Project folders are amazing, because you can organize by collection. And then as those collections, as you use them up and as they get a little sparse, then you can move them by color. And of course, that's a whole other question. Which color do I sort it under if it's two-sided and one side isn't the same color? Then you just have to pick. You think, what color, which side of this paper do I like the best? And that's how I do it. And I put it in with that color. So that is the Power project folder. This hands down, one of my, probably, I was going to say one of my favorite, but probably my favorite organizing tool. I organized my papers by color. I can't even tell you how many years ago. And the fact that I love it and that it's still working is how many years I've been doing it. I feel like that's a good test of a system. If you're continually trying to refine the system, obviously you're still on the hunt for the way that works for you. For me, this works, and for years and years, this is how I've organized. Now, I have a large pod that I have all the colors in, and that stays at home on my shelf. So I try, that's a lot to bring with me to a crop, but that's where Power Layouts comes in, and we're going to talk about that in the next segment. How wide is the bottom? Well, the gusset itself, now that it's completely expanded and I can see it, I can see this gusset. It looks over an inch, but you can see that filled with the front pockets, it's wider than an inch. I'm going to say 1.5 inches. It doesn't say how wide it is. It just says 13.625 by 13.25. It doesn't say the width on the website, but I think it's just how much you put in there. But like I said, that gusset is at least an inch, and yeah, this green one is super thick. I would say it's probably 2 inches thick, fully loaded. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pockets on the outside and 1 pocket on the inside. Yes, I have another one, Stacy. That's a good idea. I have colors, and then I also have ones that are like winter, spring, summer, fall, like that, where I put all like my beach stuff and that kind of thing. So I definitely... yes, they are, you can fill them. Mine are really thick. Now, obviously, like my pink one is a little thinner. My blue and my green are huge. They are very, very big. And if you're hopping on now, and if you didn't hear about how to get entered for the drawing, you can share this live and then comment shared, and Brendan will put your name in. Brendan is my assistant for the evening. And then if you tag friends, then you will get an entry for every friend that you tag. All right, so then the Power Simple Pocket is coming out soon. So we have a graphic for that. I don't have it because it's coming out Monday. And so I get to order it the first time, just like you get to order it on Monday. But we're going to talk about the pod insert. So the pod insert is this little fun thing. So there was a bundle. It was called the Rainbow Refresh. And it's back available. And some of you have already ordered it. It came available on January 2nd, and you were right there ready to get it. So it comes with 20 sheets of cardstock in all the colors, and it comes with these dividers that are color coordinated too. So you've got you know all the colors of the rainbow, so that you can organize your cardstock with using these. Now these are the Power Layout Guides. So you can use the Power Layout Guides, and they're available for $14 to organize your cardstock that way. So this is a great way to organize your cardstock, and it's got the handles. What's awesome is this will go inside the display tote and inside the large pod, except that I don't think it closes with, well, it must, because it says it's 12 high and the large pod is 13. So I have mine in the display tote. I know it fits in there, especially because I put tall things in it. So remember, I showed you in the last segment that you could put cardstock and you can put these in the large pod, but with the added layer of this, I don't know that it'll zip with this inside it. So, and it's full of those punches, but I will try that in the break and check back with you and let you know about that. Oh, isn't it cute? I'm just reading a comment from Jen. Yes. Like Jen said, this is great if you have a big project. So actually I have a whole large pod, a not polka dot pod with all of my green and Ireland paper, because the book that I'm working, so I've got like my totally tonal green, because obviously they won't fit in here. And I've got totally tonal island waters, and I've got lime tart. So I've got all the greens in here, and I've got my green power project folder in here too, so that when I'm working on my Ireland book, I've got all my greens right here. So like Jen was saying, that's okay. Thanks, Jen. It's nice to have something like in one of these pods or in the Power Project folder for a whole a project that you're doing, especially if it's a big one like a wedding where you have lots of embellishments and paper and that kind of thing. So this pod insert's great because you can put it inside the display tote or inside something, another bag, and everything kind of stays contained, and then you can pull it out and it stands on its own. That's one of the things I love about it, that you can put it in something to travel and then just take it right out and stand it, so that you don't have to have your whole paper collection. You can have, you know, just what you want to be working on right on your table space. And like I said, the Rainbow Refresh Bundle is again available, and it's $48, and it comes with the pod, the colored dividers, and 20 sheets of cardstock. So that's $20 right there. So it's a great deal, and these little polka dots are so fun. All right. What is the name of this again? This is the, actually, Brendan, go ahead and pull up our info. Okay. So we had the storage and display tote that we talked about. That's $59. That will hold your Power Project folders. It'll hold cardstock. And I mean, it'll hold tools and whatnot as well. But the way it's set up with that beveled edge on the front, it's so nice to be able to see your paper. And then we've got the simple sleeves. Those are the ones that are open on two sides. So easy access to your full sheets of paper. Then the Power Project folders, my personal favorite. 5 exterior pockets, 1 full-size center pocket with 1 inch of a gusset. You saw my greens, they're pushing 2. And then let's see, we've got simple Power Simple pockets. So these are very similar to this, except that they're also closed on 3 sides, so that you can put things in the top. So that it will be nice for smaller things that might move around. That's why I said that's the one drawback I think with this one, is if you're trying to put smaller sheets of paper or embellishments, things can get lost. But with those Power Simple pockets, you could really throw all that you need for a whole page. You could throw your pictures, you could throw your paper, you could throw embellishments, a mat, a journal mat, whatever, and then it's all in that simple sleeve. So just as a, and we'll talk about that during Power Layouts. The pod insert, $16. And there are just so many different things that you can do with this pod insert. Like I said, my favorite is that it just stands ready to be used at your spot. But of course, it'll hold paper, it'll hold cardstock, it'll hold Power Project folders, it'll hold simple sleeves, it'll hold simple pockets. So it's a great addition. Then the Rainbow Refresh Bundle. That's this one that's sitting right here. You've got the guides, the paper, and the fun polka dot pod. And that's $48. And is that it? Yep. Okay, Carol, how do you order? You can order directly through me. You can message me and say, hey, I watched all the lives. This is what I need to get organized. I will invoice you. And if you order over 100, if you spend over 100 before tax and shipping, then you will get a free small pod. And if you order $200, then you'll get 2 free small pods, or you'll get a pack of the new simple power sleeves. So the ones that are closed on 3 sides. So they're a $20 value. You get a pack of those if you'd rather that, if you spend $200. Now your order just has to include some sort of organizational piece. That's all. And if you already ordered early in the month and you didn't quite make that 100, I will let you combine those orders. So if you already ordered on my website, if you place another order and that brings you over the 100, I will honor it, because some of you just got out of and into the new year just ready to get organized before I could even show you all the cool stuff. So you can order on my website, which is creativememories.com. /user/T O'Gorman. And there's a link on Daytona Area Scrapbooking.com, or you can ask me, or you can just go to creativememories.com and search me. My name is Tara O'Gorman. I don't know that I even mentioned that on any of the lives tonight. I take it for granted that most of you know me, but here I am. I've got my Scrappy New Year shirt on, and let's see, pod insert. No, Jean, it's the power, can you click back a couple? It's the power project folders is what I organized. Oh, I'm sorry, Jean. Yes, all of my green. Here, can you make me big again? All of the greens are in a pod. And then I showed these. This is a power project folder inside. So you can put power project folder along with paper packs. Is that what you meant? So yeah, the pod is where all my greens are for Ireland. But then I have just all of my little pieces of green and full sheets of green in a power project folder. Okay. All right. Well, Brendan is ready with the next winner. Let's see who it is. Kim Haynes. Congratulations, Kim. You are the winner of this segment. Congratulations. Oh, and we have one more to go, and it is a good one, y'all. I mean, organizing paper is something we all need. So this one was super fun, and hopefully you got some good ideas. I hope if you've been hanging out with me for the last couple hours, you've picked up a couple ideas. But when we come back, we are going to be talking about power layouts. And if you did it in the past and you forgot and you have a box sitting around, maybe it's time to blow the dust off it. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, then this video is for you, because this could change the way you pack for events this year. And really, that is one of the goals of me doing all this, is I see everyone's loads getting larger from the car. They're for retreats. We're bringing in wagons. We're bringing in wagons to crops. We have bins and bins and bins and things. And the power layout concept will really help you with your packing and help you, get so much more done at crops. Now, it does take pre-planning. So I think a lot of us are just so busy. We're like, oh, I didn't have time to prepare. Maybe you have a power layout box. You just throw it all in the car and you're like, oh, I'll sort it out there. And that's fine. That's fine. But if you feel like, your back might not handle that for much longer, then power layouts is the way to go. Because especially if you have space that you can, lay things out at home to get ready. But enough about that. That's a whole other video. I'm getting off into a tangent. Brendan's nodding his head. He's saying, yep, we need to go so that we have time to get a drink. All right. Well, thanks everyone for joining me. One more video left. Hopefully you've got another 30 minutes in you. We're going to have lots of fun talking about power layouts. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you in a little bit. Stay scrappy, my friends. Bye-bye.